time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On 3rd down, Elliott. He's got daylight. 30, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Like 20.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Antoine Woods, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
6-man.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
11 yards there, 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Exit. White. 21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it back. One, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
65.
On first down, Garoppolo being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Check Tupper! Check 24. 11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Hey, orbit.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Crunch.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing.
Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Go, get out there, get out there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Elliott running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Go right in.
48 right now. Let's go. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in.
Slide it with.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. This to Jarwin. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Robert Quinn and down. They'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Prescott now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott finding Witten, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 47, 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC. Let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South. What do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay. The quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Sweat.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Back. Here we go. Go to 54.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. Good. 26.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. He's got a man, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries. 3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses. Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They go to Elliott again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On 3rd down. It's Elliott, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Check. We're going to 53. Come on, baby.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Right pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down?
Right there.
We're going to 54.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long for Prescott. Caught by Cobb. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 73 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the gun, here's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Prescott to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. He's at the 50.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here? Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's a what? What's here?
We're going to 53.
Check it out, read. Get it on. West.
Switch it, hey.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Jump. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 53.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Gun. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
47.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
26.
Here's Prescott. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We're going to 54. Why is it? Here we go, 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,